How do you like this look, huh? Think I should go to a fucking biker rally or what? So, it's Mike Messier. It's a special What's in the Bag all the way from Greece. I don't want to give this person's... I don't know what to do with the phone now. I can't put it there. It's not going to work. That's the hardest thing. I don't have a midget or a person who can hold my phone when I do these things. So I'm going to just try this. It's a sunny day here, folks. It's mid-May, so I think we're getting to the top of the lineup. Now, this is a package that I've had for a while. It was an eBay purchase. I've become kind of an eBay person with this pandemic. My, as they say, brick and mortar. Another term that I hate, brick and mortar. I found this field, by the way, in your hometown. I've driven by this field for a year and a half, and I didn't realize that it was here. So what we have, folks, are pins of the Black Crowes. And you might be wondering, well, gee whiz, Mike, what's that? And it's a rock band that you may or may not be familiar with. Black Crowes have got some great hits. They were kind of a band, a brother band. Chris Robinson singing. Some in the pop culture world might know that he fornicated and married Kate Hudson for a while. And his brother, who went by young Rich Robinson, they were always feuding. The two brothers were always feuding. Now I'm going to take this jacket, and I guess what I need, I didn't even realize I had tags on this jacket. This is I'm trying to bring back like the late 80s look. I've done some research and I'm trying to bring this look back. So I got this jacket, this denim jacket, and I want to get some type of rock band patch on it, and then I'm going to put these pins on it. But I think what I'll do is I want to do it all well. So I got this jacket. Now it's much too hot to even wear this jacket. I'm going to put the pins in the jacket for now, and maybe I'll search for a Black Crowes patch, and I'll patch the patch on the jacket, and then I'll have the pins, and it's going to be very 1991 or something. Like, the Black Crowes didn't get fame or fortune until basically 1990. So it's hard. I'm trying to do something here, folks. Now my head is under this hot sun, and I'm looking for the hat that I normally wear. Instead, I've put this bandana on. There was another reason for this bandana. I have a tribute video to do next. However, I'm kind of in a tough situation. So I guess I have another thing. God in heaven, I don't know what to say. I mean, I can show you what was in this thing, but basically I was going to do this series of, hey, what's in the envelope? It's my book. And I was going to just get whoever I could do that, to get these people to buy this damn book. More people need to be buying A Distance from Avalon, When the Dying and the Dead Reunite. A few people have bought it but not read it. I don't quite understand that. And then, of course, there's the supposed friends that I've given the book to, even sent for publicity purpose, and they've done nothing or close to nothing for me. So I'm a little distracted by that, a little annoyed, to be honest with you, but we'll let them live for now. So this is something I find myself doing, kind of cleaning out my car, organizing. And do I have any big insights today? I mean, not really, to be honest with you. Although I do. You know, today was one of those days where I woke up and I just got out, and I didn't stop and check in with other people. I just kind of left and did my own fucking thing. And I had a destination, but when I saw this park, I guess I'll show you the park. Won't that be exciting? I decided, you know, I'm going to go to this park. So maybe we'll go for a little walkabout. The good thing about, to me at least, coming to these public parks when there's no one else around, you can kind of get your thoughts straight. Meaning that because there's no one else here, I have no one to impress but you. And I have no one that I need to, like if I want to wear this fucking bandana on my head, obviously I can do that. No one's going to laugh at me or scoff at me or have an issue with it. I know there's a specific reason I have that. Unfortunately, another professional wrestler has died, Don Kernoodle. Many fans of today's ilk might have heard the name in passing, but don't know the full Don Kernoodle experience, which I do. So I was all revved up to do a tribute video. And then I found out, according to Hannibal, according to Dave Meltzer, the death was self-inflicted. And I kind of wish I didn't hear that, because now I feel like I've got to somehow mention that in the review or in the tribute video. And maybe that's a deep, dark thought here, folks, is does someone's manner of death, oh boy, we're getting deep. It took me a while to build up to this deep thought, but does someone's manner of death affect the quality of their life that they led? How about that for a fucking YouTube video? Does someone's death, the way that the death happened, you know what I mean? Does that affect the quality of their life or how we interpret it? Now, in theory, it shouldn't. I mean, if you're talking about, say a person lived for 100,000 days and 999,999 were awesome, great, you know, productive, and one day they committed a murder-suicide, then most people in the general populace are going to harp on or think about the murder-suicide day. And of course, I might be referencing the Chris Benoit situation here. The wrestler who killed his family and then himself. As the story was told, I'm not sure if that happened exactly because I wasn't there. But should we, you know, if someone dies in a weird way or they commit, you know, self-inflicted, I think that's a nice way of saying suicide, but should we hold that against them? Should we, is their life less consequential or less important or less successful? And what difference does it make what we think if they're dead? So, some deep thoughts. And I guess that's what threw me off, to be honest with you, was once I heard, because I was doing the research, you know, people don't realize that sometimes I brush my memory up. I go through YouTube, I go through the information online, and I try to find out things and refresh my memory before I just talk about something. But in this wrestler's case, Don Kernoodle, if in fact his life was, I mean, this is uncomfortable territory. I'm getting to some uncomfortable topics here, folks. If his life was ended self-inflicted at age 71, they said he had a bunch of health problems, do we kind of say, hey, that's okay, good for him. He was suffering, he was in pain, and if his death was self-inflicted, do we give him a pass because he was in pain? And who wants to have someone be in pain? If it's someone who's 26, 27, we say, oh, they were a quitter, they quit. Blah. I don't know the fucking answers. I'm just thinking, I'm just sharing thoughts. I'm not trying to, you know, be fucking Elon Musk or Joe Rogan or someone with all the answers to all these questions. I'd rather provoke and prod you to think on your own by taking on topics that perhaps we weren't expecting. I wasn't expecting to go into this. This was a simple what's in the bag from Europe, and now we're into this deep, dark discussion on fucking suicide and euthanasia. When I was a child, you know, the joke you'd see on this is, hey, what's your feelings on euthanasia? Well, I've got nothing against kids in Japan. You know, like that was the whole schmaltz of it. Just, I don't know. I mean, just everything. I still can't find that hat. It's only Tuesday. It kind of feels like Tuesday's that day. It's kind of like January 2nd to a smaller degree. If you happen to watch my January 2nd video, a lot of people didn't, but January 2nd is the most important day of the year because that's when you find out if any of the bullshit you said you were going to do starting January 1st. Yeah, I hear you. If any of the stuff you said you were going to do starting on January 1st, if any of that stuff is going to stick, it's going to start sticking on January 2nd because it's easy enough to have one day of doing shit. But once you get into January 2nd, it's like, okay, who's for real and who's a fucking liar here? And Tuesday's kind of like that on a microcosm for the week. It's easy enough to, you know, people with their fucking hashtags and their trending, oh, Manic Monday or Back to Work Monday or Awesome Monday, whatever the fuck it is. But it's like, what about Tuesday? Now you find out who's going to stick with this game plan and who's not. This bandana and this whole look I'm doing today, it's not working. It doesn't look good. I'm in this weird state where I want to get a haircut. I don't want to pay for one. I've kind of been trimming my own facial attire with, I got a pair of scissors and I just cut it. And now, because I've been outside, this shirt is kind of getting a little sticky, a little sweaty. I'm a larger gentleman, so for me, you know, I often, a little trick of the trade for other people, you don't have to be a big guy, you can be a woman or anybody, but I often have changes of clothes in my vehicle at all times because it's just a logical thing to do. I mean, I go out all fucking day and all night. I pretty much just go home to slumber and sleep. And so if I'm out all day and all night, whether I'm able to take a shower somewhere or not at a gym or whatever out on the road, having a fresh, clean set of clothes can really give you that second half of the day thing. So, I mean, if you haven't figured that out by now, I guess it's I mean, I'm just segueing left and right here. We just went into a life lessons with Mikey Messier, another wonderful playlist. But it's like, for me, having a second set of clothes at all times is paramount. It's smart, and it doesn't have to be different. So you might be saying, oh yeah, well, carry a fucking sport coat and a pair of jeans in your car in case you get invited to a cocktail party spontaneously. Okay, fine. But also, if you're in the hot weather like this, the summertime heat, then have another pair of shorts, another pair of undergarments, I would suggest, and another t-shirt, because it just might be the day's worth of sweat and stuff like that that causes you to want to have another change of things. I'm trying to discover what the fuck's going on with me. I feel like I look weird. I don't look... something's going on. It might be the hair. I mean, this bandana that I was wearing for this Don Kernodle tribute, I'll be honest, I've kind of like lost the feeling. Like I was so hot and bothered to do the Don Kernodle tribute video, and now I feel like it's going to be forced. And that happened to me with another wrestler, Butch Reed, 3 or 4 months ago. I was all hot and bothered to do this Butch Reed video, and then I just kind of lost it. Meaning that I lost the inspiration to do it. And then I did it a few days later. It just wasn't the same. So I'm going to try and... I hate when I say force myself, because it feels like forcing myself. But anyway, you can leave a fucking comment. You can leave a suggestion. Some of you might have enjoyed that I did put some time into the layout of this webpage, this YouTube channel. And it does say subscriber requested rants, and some folks might have made a suggestion I might have forgotten. Someone was suggesting a comparison of Iron Eagle versus Top Gun, which I like that suggestion. I just have to find Iron Eagle, the movie, to watch it. So it's not that I'm ignoring you fine folks. It's just sometimes I forget. That's all. So Mike Messier, hope you're doing fucking well. Leave a comment if you like. Thanks.